or kebab or something like this. So أي الشهوة إلى اللحم الرغبة إلى اللحم وقد قرموا أحب إلي من أن أعتق نسمة. The Imam Salam Allah says that for me to buy meat for my family, it's better for me than to free a slave, as he did. He freed some of his slaves. He said, I would actually spend on my family would be the best. So it's important for us to understand the Islam, understand the akhlaqiyat and the rules of the Islam. That when it comes to spending, we have a lot of hadith. I mentioned nights of Muharram, توسع على العيال, to spend on the family. Don't be greedy, don't be stingy. Try to spend. Yes, be stingy on yourself, no problem. Don't spend, don't be zahid, that's fine. But on your family, no. The kids sometimes, they desire to have some specific food. Buy for them. Satisfy their needs. Otherwise, they go somewhere else. And they ask somebody else. So try always to have the tawsa'a on the iyal. Send them to the ziyarah, send them to the holiday. Buy them the food they need, the clothing, everything, because they are wajib al-nafaqa shar'an. The wife and the kids are wajib al-nafaqa, which means you have to spend on them. There's ahkam on these things. Some brothers, sadly, they save even the child benefits money, the child's money, to buy land in Iraq, for example. This is not accepted. Ulama won't accept that you use the money of the child for your own benefits. No, you keep the money for the children, you buy for them food, drink, clothes, and everything. You spend it on them. So it's important that we learn from Ahlul Bayt how to manage our economical and social life. صلوا على محمد وعلى
اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد.
Finally, the Imam's ibadah and worship was an example, a great example, that the Imam Salamullah alayhi, that's why he was called Sayyid al-Sajideen wa Zayn al-Abideen. He used to have a long sujood in which left mark on his forehead, which is called al-Thafanat, a thick, dried skin on his forehead, Salamullah alayhi, because of long sujood and long ibadah. And the narration says, إِذَا تَوَضَّأَ عَلَيْهِ السَّلَامُ لِلصَّلَاةِ يَصْفَرُّ لَوْنُهُ. When he goes to have the wudu, his color changes to yellow. And that's the sign of fear from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. His family say, why your color changes? فَيَقُولُ عَلَيْهِ السَّلَامُ لِأَهْلِهِ أَتَدْرُونَ بَيْنَ يَدَيْ مَنْ أُرِيدُ أَنْ أَقُومُ. Do you know who I'm going to stand before and offer prayer and worship? Before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Creator. It is the Ahlul Bayt Salamullah alayhim who know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala better than anyone else. When they stand and say Allahu Akbar, is different than me and you saying Allahu Akbar. They see the hell, the heaven, they see the universe, the arsh, everything. It is in their eyes. They see, they feel the greatness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But me and you, we just say Allahu Akbar, and then we start to think about what to buy, what to eat today, and then we go to the ruku', yeah, I'm going to buy this. And then sujood, yes, I'm going to plan. I've got an appointment in 2 hours time, and then I go to the qunut. Yeah, I come back to the salah, and so forth. We try to solve, one of the brothers said, when I lose something, I lose my key. I start to pray and I remember where I put the key. Shaitan plays a big role in trying to, according to the hadith, from the left, from the right, from the front, and from the back. Except in sujood, he can't have the control. And that's why we are mustahab to have sujood all the time. Any ni'mah you see, just do shukran lillah. It's mustahab. Because in the sujood time is the best and the greatest status to be as a khudu', as a humiliation to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And in another narration that he used to pray, يصلي في كل يوم وليلة 1000 ركعة. He used to pray 1000 rak'ah in the day and night. Sayyid al-Abidin. The time he was in, he started to teach hadith. He nurtured the students, as I've said, slaves, for example. But finally, he was poisoned by the Marwani ruler, the Abbasi ruler, Marwani possibly Abd al-Malik bin Marwan, and killed the Imam with poison, Salamullah alayhi. The hadith, the Imam Salamullah alayhi, when one of his mawali, one of his servants, entered into the Imam and he saw him in the state of sujood and crying. He said, Ya Mawlai, Ya Ali ibn al-Hussein, Ama ana lihuznika yanqadi. Isn't it enough? You've been crying for 20, 30 years. The Imam cried every single day. Every meal they brought for the Imam, food and drink, he used to mix that food and that meal with his tears. He says, how could I drink and eat? وقد قتل أبي عطشان سلام الله عليه. How could I eat and drink? And cries while he prays all the time. سلام الله عليه. أما أنا لحزنك أن ينقضي. Isn't it enough? فرفع رأسه عليه السلام وقال للمولى. He said to the servant, شكى يعقوب إلى ربه في أقل مما رأيت. He said, Yaqub alayhi salam, the Prophet, when he lost his son Yusuf, he asked Allah, he prayed to Allah, he cried to Allah, حتى قال, أي يعقوب alayhi salam, يا أسفا على يوسف. I lost Yusuf. He's gone. Although Yaqub knew that Yusuf is alive, but still he had a great attachment to his son Yusuf alayhi salam. يا أسفا على يوسف أنه فقد ابنا واحدا. He lost just one son. وأنا رأيت أبي وجماعة أهل بيتي يذبحون حولي. الله أكبر. He says, I saw my family, my father Al-Hussein Salamullah alayhi, slaughtered in front of my eyes. I saw the head of my father Al-Hussein Salamullah alayhi in front of my eyes. How could I stop crying and weeping? لذلك قال العلامة المجلسي في بحار الأنوار عن سهل بن سعد الساعدي. I just depicted some pictures of the Sham and the state of Ahlul Bayt when they entered into the Sham, how it was. What a great musibah was on Imam al-Sajjad alayhi salam and the family of Al-Hussein alayhi salam when they entered into the Sham. Allahu Akbar. عن سهل بن سعد الساعدي قال خرجت إلى بيت المقدس حتى توسطت الشام. I left بيت المقدس, Palestine, and I came to Damascus. فإذا أنا بمدينة مضطردة الأنهار كثيرة الأشجار. I saw a beautiful city with gardens, trees, and rivers and wells. وقد علقوا الستور والحجب والديباج وهم فرحون مستبشرون. الله أكبر. They had put decorations celebrating as if they had a wedding or a party or something. وعندهم نساء يلعبن بالدفوف والطبول. And they had women who were beating on the duffs and the drums. فقلت في نفسي لا نرى لأهل الشام عيدا لا نعرفه نحن. Is there a Eid for Ahl al-Sham that we don't know it? They are Muslims and we are Muslims. Is there a new Eid or a special Eid for them? فرأيت قوما يتحدثون. I saw people in the corner, they were talking with themselves. They not actually were with the celebrations. فقلت يا قوم ألكم بالشام عيد لا نعرفه نحن. Is there a Eid in Sham? We don't know it. أهل الحجاز, أهل العراق. قالوا يا شيخ نراك غريبا. They said, oh Shaykh, because Sahl ibn Sa'ad was one of the ashab of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He was very quite old man. يا شيخ نراك غريبا. فقلت أنا سهل بن سعد قد رأيت محمدا صلى الله عليه وسلم.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
قالوا يا سهل ما أعجبك السماء لا تمطر دماء والأرض لا تخسف بأهلها. قلت ولم ذلك؟ قالوا هذا رأس الحسين محمد يهدى من أرض العراق. This is the head of the grandson of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi brought from Iraq to Sham. فقلت وعجباه يهدى رأس الحسين والناس يفرحون. It's strange, people are celebrating where the head of Al-Hussein brought to Damascus and they're happy. قلت من أي باب يدخل؟ فأشاروا إلى باب يقال له باب الساعات. He will be brought with the caravan from the Bab al-Sa'at. I remember once the taxi took me from Bab al-Sa'at. He said, from this place, they entered into the Sham. And I was actually, the roads were very narrow. Allahu Akbar. Narrow roads to خربة الشام. قال فبينما أنا كذلك وإذا الرايات يتلو بعضها بعضا. I saw flags coming after another. فإذا نحن بفارس بيده لواء منزوع السنان عليه رأس أشبه الناس وجها برسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله. I saw a head, the face was very similar because he saw Rasulullah صلى الله عليه وآله. He said, I saw a face very similar to Rasulullah's face صلى الله عليه وآله. ورأيت من ورائه نسوة على جمال بغير وطاء. I saw women on the camels without the cover, without that small room which they put on the camels to protect the women from the sun heat. فدنوت من أولاهن فقلت يا جارية من أنت. I came to the first camel. I asked the lady who was on the camel, who are you? فقالت أنا سكينة بنت الحسين عليه السلام. I am سكينة. فقلت لها ألك حاجة إلي؟ أنا سهل بن سعد ممن رأى جدك وسمع حديثه. I'm one of the أصحاب of Rasulullah صلى الله عليه وآله who heard his hadith. Do you need anything? قالت يا سهل قل لصاحب هذا الرأس أن يقدم الرأس